6 years ago, I learned there was a big problem, and I felt compelled to try and solve it. The problem? Hunger in America. Many of you in this audience have probably heard about hunger or food insecurity forever. It's a big health issue. It's not just our inner cities. It's 15% of the population. That's 49 million Americans. This is a healthcare cost tsunami which is going to hit all of us. And on top of this travesty, 30 to 40% of all the food we grow is wasted. Perfectly good food is left to rot in fields, often just because of the labor it costs to collect and distribute it. Sometimes it's tossed because it's reached its sell-by or best-by code date. This isn't food waste. No one in America wants a second helping of food waste. This is wasted food. Now, I didn't know about the true scale of this problem until I left Trader Joe's and did a fellowship at Harvard. In this fellowship, they don't say, "What are you going to learn?" They ask, "What are you going to do about it?" So I said, "Okay, Doug, what are you going to do about it?" So I wrestled with various options, and then the light bulb went on. I'll use the wasted food problem to solve the hunger problem. I'll use one problem to solve another. With 3 decades of experience at Trader Joe's, I pretty much knew where the extra food was, and I thought I knew how to get it. Well, I still had a steep learning curve ahead of me. Turns out, the problem really isn't food deserts. It isn't about availability, it's affordability. You could put a Trader Joe's or Walmart on every corner, and the food insecure could still not afford to eat or to buy what they should be eating. Why? Because America's food system is designed from the Farm Bill on up to make calories cheap and nutrition expensive. And that's why the face of hunger in America today is an obese person. Food insecure Americans are forced to fill up on food that's loaded with sugar, fat, sodium, little nutrition. Hence, the answer isn't a full stomach. It's a healthy meal. So my next learning was about money. Nonprofits tend to spend 75% of management's time in fundraising. They do great work. It's the air they breathe. But funder fatigue sets in. Funding dries up. So I wondered, instead of seeking donors to continually fund our mission year after year, would it be possible to have a mission that could fund itself? Well, we did something interesting. We actually went into a food insecure neighborhood and asked the people what they wanted. And they said, "We don't want handouts. We want to buy tasty, nutritious food we can afford. We're not looking for charity. We're buying food now. We want to keep buying food. Don't make your store needs-based. Everybody should be able to shop there. We don't want to feel stigmatized by shopping in a store that's just for poor people." Another light bulb. Turns out people are even hungrier to keep their dignity than for nutrition, which means we can use the dignity problem to help solve the funding problem. We'd have customers, not charity recipients. Customers have dignity. People who wield the power of the purse feel empowered. Our stores would have to earn the patronage of a customer every day. And if we could get much of our food for free, we'd be able to have incredibly low prices and still make enough money, we hoped, to fund our operation. If we could be economically sustainable, we'd be scalable. 6 months ago, we opened Daily Table in Boston. The community's response has been overwhelmingly positive. 7,000 people joined in the first 100 days. We serve hundreds of customers every day. Our prices are about 1/3 of what you'd find for the same food in other grocers. We've learned that our competition is really fast food joints. Why? Because mom, when she gets home from work, needs to have dinner in her hand. She has no time. That's why we offer grab-and-go, ready-to-eat meals, and that's been over 50% of our sales. Today, if you ask me, how are we going to solve the hunger problem in America? I'd say no one approach is the total answer. This is a systemic, nationwide problem. Siloing isn't going to work. Solving it will take all of us working together. Government, industry, nonprofits, and customers. But now, I am more confident than ever that this problem can and will be solved in America relatively soon. And then we can all start figuring out how to feed the rest of this hungry planet. Thank you.